Hey, Buff Nation, welcome to the Buffalo Stampede at Home Edition. I'm voice of the Bus, Mark Johnson, as we continue during this odd time tracking down former Buffs and people within Buff Nation to find out what they're doing and how they're kind of handling everything. And joining us today, one of the great track athletes in Colorado history, Emma Coburn, joining us. Emma, welcome to the show. First off, and how are you doing? This is an odd time for all of us. How are you coping with everything that's going on?
I'm doing well. The life of a professional distance runner is not too dissimilar from quarantine life. We run, we stay at home, and we eat. So other than, not being able to see my family or train with my teammates, my life is pretty much progressing normally. Training's going well, and just cranking along, getting ready for hopefully racing eventually this fall, but just, training and trying to stay somewhat fit.
Well, I was going to ask you training for what, because we just heard that the Olympics are going to be postponed for a year. So not in the summer of 2020 in Tokyo, Japan. Now it's 2021. What was your reaction when that news came down last week?
I was not surprised when I heard the news last week. I think the momentum globally had been leading to that decision for probably days. I spoke with athletes in Europe, and they had already been, have been suffering through weeks of hampered training because of quarantine and lockdowns. And again, as a distance runner, I have access to a road and a pair of shoes, and that's really all I need. But a lot of track athletes train at universities, and those were all being shut down. And then globally, gyms and pools and other facilities that athletes in other sports use were all shut down. So I think the momentum for the week to 10 days prior to the postponement announcement was pretty clear that that's where we were heading.
Yeah, but I'm interested to ask about kind of the psychology of that, because for you, it is a training period where it's all encompassing, getting ready for that enormous event once every 4 years. And then when that's taken away, I mean, now it's a 5-year stretch until you get to compete in the Olympics again. And for athletes, some athletes who might be nearing the end of the open window they have athletically speaking, all of a sudden it puts it off another year. That's an interesting, I think, dynamic that a lot of athletes are working through.
It's definitely a challenge for a lot of athletes. I think every athlete that had, intentions of competing in the Olympics has a little bit of, disappointment, and our families have disappointment, and it was a big moment that we had all been building up for. But again, there's nothing really we can do about it. And other than, being responsible ourselves and being safe and keeping our community safe, there's nothing that we can really do. So I think because the decision is out of my hands and it's so much bigger than me, the pain and the loss of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics doesn't feel as great as it would maybe in a different scenario. We can't do anything. So I'm just trying to stay calm and find, some peace and normalcy in this new world.
Hey, before we let you go, I want to ask you real quick, Danny Jones, and I know you alums are always so proud of the athletes that come after you. She just picked up that National Female Athlete of the Year award for track and field and has done some phenomenal things in Colorado. A quick comment about Danny Jones.
Danny's been so fun to watch over the last several years. She's been such a picture of consistency, which is always exciting to see in an athlete, and I think that's something that Coach Wetmore and Coach Burrows do a really good job on, is getting consistency out of their athletes. And so seeing Danny just be excellent for so many years and do so well and win so many titles, it's been really fun to watch, and she deserves that award. And I'm just really, really happy for her.
Well, great to catch up with you. Keep running, as I know you will, and stay safe, will you?
All right, thanks. Talk to you later.
All right, there's bus great Emma Coburn joining us on the Buffalo Stampede, the home edition. I'm voice of the bus, Mark Johnson. We'll talk to you next time.